Welcome to our video on 7 biggest misconceptions about climate change science. Today we'll address some of the most pervasive myths that surround the understanding of climate change, from the belief that it's merely a hoax to the misconception that it only affects polar regions. Join us as we debunk these myths and explore the realities behind climate science, highlighting the role of human activity, the urgency of the situation, and the importance of collective action. Let's dive in and get to the truth about climate change. Climate change is just a hoax. To some, climate change might sound like just another topic created to stir controversy. However, it is important to note that science, unlike stories or gimmicks, is rooted in evidence and facts. When we examine historical data, we find undeniable indicators of a warming planet, like the consistent rise in global temperatures. Those who dismiss climate change as a hoax sometimes overlook the evidence from reputable scientific organizations all over the world. Skepticism may arise due to misinformation or a lack of understanding, but the overwhelming consensus in the scientific community supports that climate change is a genuine crisis. It's essential to dig deep into credible sources to realize that the argument against climate change lacks the robust backing that the science supporting it has. It's all about the weather. Many people mistakenly believe that climate change refers to short-term weather changes. Climate and weather aren't the same. Climate represents long-term patterns, while weather deals with short-term atmospheric events. When someone points out a snowstorm during winter as proof against global warming, they are confusing weather with climate. Just as one cold day doesn't refute climate change, one hot day doesn't prove it either. The changes predicted with shifting climates are about averages and trends, not isolated events. Understanding this distinction can help people realize that climate change encompasses larger, more complex patterns than daily weather. Humans aren't causing it. The causes of climate change often stir debates, especially the role of human activity. Though natural events indeed play a role, the rapid changes observed today are largely driven by human actions such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. Studies have shown that the concentration of atmospheric carbon dioxide has spiked significantly since the Industrial Revolution. It's like noticing a drastic change in a dish's taste after adding a specific ingredient. Humans are this ingredient. While Earth's climate has naturally varied over millennia, the current accelerated pace is largely symptomatic of anthropogenic forces. It's too late to make a difference. A prevailing misconception is that the climate crisis is beyond repair, leading to apathy and inaction. While the situation is indeed urgent, there's still hope and potential to mitigate the impacts. Solutions like renewable energy sources, reforestation, and improved conservation strategies can significantly curb emissions. Viewing the problem as insurmountable can be paralyzing, but there are tangible steps and innovations capable of slowing climate change down. Many communities, companies, and countries are actively demonstrating that change is possible and impactful. As individuals, every small action counts in contributing to a larger collective effort. Climate change only affects the polar regions. When people visualize climate change, they often picture melting ice caps and suffering polar bears. Yet, its impacts stretch far beyond the poles. Rising sea levels threaten coastal cities, heat waves disturb agriculture, and altered weather patterns can lead to unexpected natural disasters anywhere. Changes in one part of the world can influence ecosystems and economies elsewhere. Just as a drop of dye spreads through a glass of water, Climate change has a trickle-down effect, touching every corner of our globe. Recognizing its widespread impact highlights the importance of addressing it on a global scale. Technology alone will fix it. While technology promises solutions, it won't be the silver bullet that saves us from climate change. Innovations like carbon capture and renewable energy are crucial tools, but human behavior and policy play foundational roles. Over-reliance on technology might lead to overlooking essential lifestyle changes or policy implementations that are immediately necessary. It's like depending solely on a new gadget to solve all problems, without considering the usage and context behind it. We need a more holistic approach, combining tech advancements with societal shifts to drive real, sustainable change. Economies will collapse if we address climate change. There's a widespread belief that serious climate action will stifle economic growth. The transition to renewable energy can feel daunting, like setting up a new recipe that initially seems time-consuming and costly. However, investing in these solutions can spur innovation, create jobs, and lead to new opportunities. Historical transitions, such as moving from horse-drawn carriages to automobiles, initially faced resistance but yielded lasting benefits. The green economy holds a wealth of potential, promising not only environmental benefits but economic growth as well. Recognizing this can transform concerns into opportunities.